Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my Hornby hobby. So New Year's Eve is upon us, so that'll mean that tomorrow it's going to be 2022. Jesus, what a year! Literally, what a year. But I want to talk about the hobby. You know, the state of the hobby, the state of the layout, and everything. After another year, because if you remember, at the end of last year and the start of this year, I actually spoke to you about, how I got into the hobby and all the things that we've collected up and how far we've come. And I have to say, this has probably been the best year so far, by which I mean YouTube-wise mainly, and actually life-wise for me, because I got a new job back in August, better pay, so it means I can afford the hobby a lot better, which is just fantastic. And all the things I get to do, I get to finally achieve my full potential. I get to drive forklifts, for God's sake, and operate machinery and stuff. So it's my full potential. And plus, I got this as the Secret Santa gift. I still don't know who got it, but that's part of the fun. So I want to talk about a couple of things. The first thing being, what's been my favourite locomotive from this year that I have acquired this year? Well, looking at the selection, it's actually quite a close competition. I mean, I really don't know, because I love them all. You know, it's my fleet. I love them all. I mean, that's the reason why I've got them. It's really tricky to decide. I think it's got to be Coco, the O Series Shinkansen. For several reasons. One, because I loved Chuggington when that was here, or rather when it was on TV. And plus, Coco as a character just stood out to me. And plus, the voice, Imogen Bailey, she was just top notch. She had the energetic chugger type voice, which was perfect. And I do love Coco. I mean, she's pretty much my first Bachmann locomotive I ever got. And I love it. I've had very, very few problems with her. Hardly any. The only really problem that I've had with her is that she derails over there near the thingy, near the level crossing. But that's mainly due to me pinning the track down too hard. So if you lift it up a bit, it's fine. So that's my favourite locomotive. My least favourite, this is going to be quite close because, again, it's my fleet and I wouldn't have them if I didn't love them. I'd have to say the Golden Plover. Now, I love the shape of the A4. I just love it. Okay, it's nothing to do with the shape or anything. It's to do with the journey. You know, thanks to this, I've been able to understand tender drive locomotives, even though to this day it still gives me grief. It's mainly been my least favourite because it's been so buggy. But a lot of that is due to me. In fact, yeah, those wheels are still locking up a bit. So it could do with another look at. But yeah, nothing against the great Sir Nigel Gresley. It's nothing to do with the shape. It's to do with how bad of a condition it was in when I got it. You know, it kept cutting out, so I took the pickup wires out of that and then just left it dismantled for a while. And it works now, but it's still buggy. So that's why it's my least favourite. I know that's probably no reason for having the least favourite. Favourite piece of rolling stock. This is actually going to be quite thingy, quite close as well. I think, to be honest, it would have to be, if I can even get this out, the Daffodil Bar Car that my cousin very generously bought for me while we were in Ireland. Sprung buffers, and it lights up. So, what can you say? I have had a couple of teething problems with it, but I've sorted them. And yeah, that has to be my favourite piece of rolling stock. My least favourite, well, actually, since the beginning of this, has to be this, the Shunters Truck. Because this thing is derailed no matter what I do to it. Re-gauge the wheels, do faff about with the couplings, it still derails. So hence the reason why it's in such a bad state. Because I turned it into a scrap vehicle, and then I thought, let's put it back into service. And it's still bad, but at least it looks a bit more realistic, I think. It looks like it's been biffed about a bit. You know, so every cloud. What's been my favourite memory from the layout this year? I don't know. I suppose let me broaden that out. What's been my favourite moment of this year? That would just have to be doing all the maintenance, because it's fun exploring the mechanisms. It's fun when they've got a problem, you crack it open, and then, of course, doing this, the maintenance journal, and just getting to maintain the locos and rolling stock. I mean, I've done, how many entries? I've done 54 entries in total. I did I did 25 of them in 2020. So if you go from 25 to 54, is it? That's how much maintenance I've had to do this year. But that's fine. It keeps you busy. It's always something to do. There's always something to do with this. And I'm still nowhere near done. You know, I'm trying to take my time with it. This is my starting layout. And I want it to look good. You know. What was my favourite Christmas present? It'd have to be the GT3, because I've been waiting for this for months. I think I ordered it back in October. I can't remember when I ordered it, but sprung buffers. It's got lights and everything. I've had a couple of teething problems with it, but I think I've actually sorted that. So if you want to see that, then let me know. I have enjoyed doing this hobby in general. Just in general. Yeah, there have been ups and downs. You know, I mean, the friggin' lake, which I still hate to this day. And there's still certain aspects about the layout that I hate, but I'm getting it to a stage where I like it now. I mean, I've taken the water tower down, which looks a lot better. I've now redecorated the signal box, which looks a lot better. I've now put a cafe in, which I love that cafe. I love it. And you'd never be able to guess that, well, you probably would. It's basically the station master's house, but with the triangular parts of the roof cut off, so it's a flat roof. And of course, probably the best bit about this hobby is you. All of you guys that have been subscribing, watching, commenting, liking, etc. all this year. I mean, if ever I've not known what a loco is, you're right there in the comments telling me what it is, which is brilliant, which is useful. And then, of course, recently bringing in the requests. You know, that's been nice, because it's kind of a way for me to get to know you a bit more. you know, to know what you want to see on the layout. And so many of you have subscribed, and it does mean a lot to small YouTubers like us. It means a lot. It really, really does. So yeah, that's really it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what 2022 has to offer for us, locomotive wise, maintenance wise, and just anything wise. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope you've enjoyed the channel and everything that we've been doing over the past year. And I hope to see you again in the new year. There's probably going to be a lot more content next year. Who knows? So, yeah. And I definitely want to go to proper railways next year. So York Railway Museum. I want to go to Barrel Hill Roundhouse. I want to go to Hornby Studios in Margate. I have to do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe and thanks for watching.